What's up, guys? Welcome to Grime Time Garage, and I'm Kenny. And today we have a 2003 Ford Taurus, and we have a rear brake wheel cylinder leaking, so we're going to be showing you how to change that out today. And this is what it looks like. We already went and got the new one. Can't really see because of glare.
That's important.
And we got some brake cleaner. Since it's been leaking fluid on the brake shoes, we want to clean them, see if we can save them or not. So first off, what we want to do is get it jacked up and get the wheel pulled off, and then we'll pull the drum off, and then we'll go from there. As you can tell, it's been leaking. So now we're going to pull this drum off and see how bad the damage is.
That's Bigfoot. He helps out.
So guys, I'm going to show you how bad it is, see if you can see it. It's all coated. See, the shoes have good thickness to them. They have a good life. I don't know how good they're going to be after being soaked in brake fluid, but we're going to try them and see. So, we got some good old brake clean for cleaning brake parts. We're going to see what about a half a can of this stuff will do.
Don't get it on the ledge.
And also, it smells very good and fumey. I like the fumes, but you know, some people don't. So now we'll wait. So now I gotta pull these clips out here and all these springs, take the shoes off, and then on the back of it there's a line here.
That's why I like these.
And it has 2 bolts, one on each side of the line, and then we'll slide that out. So we'll give us a few minutes and then I'll be back. Alright guys, so now, and girls, there might be some girls on my channel. Let me know if there is, comment down below. So, I'm going to take these out. Then I got to unhook this spring, and then there's a spring behind it here. And then there's an adjuster in there, which is right here. That's how you set it up, adjust how tight the brakes are and if they're squeezing the shoe or not, or the drum I mean. So, now I'm going to pull these off and then get the springs. See, this is very rusty, but spotted in there. And this goes in and you twist it so it locks. But it's very rusty, it's hard to see, but there's a slot in there. That's how these work. Now the other side.
There's 2.
One on each shoe. My whole thing's twisted. Here.
There you go. There you go, and there you have it.
There you go, and there you have it. Oh, now pull this spring here. that one, and then hooks on this little lever right here, which goes against the adjuster. Try to remember how everything goes, that way you can put it back the way it's supposed to be. But yes, if you forget, you can always take the drum off the other side and look how it's put together and put it back the right way.
Or you can always watch Grime Time Garage and they will tell you how.
That's the easier way, because the other side requires work, jacking it up, taking the wheel off, and pulling the drum. So just watch my video. Well, that just fell right out, huh?
Well, things happened.
Things happen. And here's the brake shoe. But it's pretty nasty. It's going to need a good cleaning if we're going to try to save it. See, this is the adjuster. When you turn this, see, it goes in, you turn it out, it goes out. What that does is separates the brake shoes and presses them against the drum. You know how tight your brake should be. So it's always good to clean these threads in here. Make sure they turn good so they don't lock up and then not adjust. Here's the spring on the bottom, same as the top, but a little bigger. Hooks on the same way. Like I said, make sure you memorize where they hook to. See, this lever right here is for the emergency brake. What it does is it pulls it and adjusts pressure, holds the brake. And if you look on the back of it here, it has a little clip that holds the dowel inside the shoe. So we're going to use a screwdriver and separate that and slide it out. And then we'll have her all apart and be ready to take the cylinder off. What we're going to do is take a flathead screwdriver and see this little gap in there. You got to try to get it in there and separate it, open it up. And then once you get it opened up, you can slide that clip out. Alright, see? Just a little clip. And now, this will just slide right off, see? It has a little groove that the clip rides in. Make sure you do not lose it, but unless you buy new shoes, you won't get a new one. These two side bolts are a 10mm, and then the line, my line, is a 10mm, but it has an adapter, which is a 1/2 inch. But every time I break the fitting loose here, the whole line tries to twist. So I'm gonna take the bolts out, and then I already got these two broke loose, and I'm gonna try to just thread the whole cylinder off the line. That way I don't twist the line and break it. Alright, so it's two bolts are out, but it's kind of stuck, so we're gonna tap it with a hammer, free it up somehow, like that, so we don't have hardly slack for the line. So now I'm gonna put a wrench on the adapter I have, and I'm gonna just spin the cylinder off. Alright, see, there we have it. And as you can tell what was wrong with it, the boot was all busted, all grime in there, messing the seals up. I got the new cylinder here. I'm going to take the plug out of it and take the bleeding screw out of it. And with my messed up line, I'm just going to do the opposite of what I did. I'm going to thread it onto the line, get it snug, and then bolt the cylinder to the backing plate. And then we'll start slapping it all back together. Now I have the wheel cylinder mounted, and I have the line and the 2 bolts. I put the bleeding screw back. So now it's pretty much just reverse. I have to put the shoes and all the springs and the adjuster and everything back on. Then we get the hub slid back on, and then we have to bleed it. This is where we undid the line. It's got air in the line now, so. So I got the clip fed back in the groove. Now I have to pinch it so it'll stay in there. See, you can see I got the clip back on. So I didn't film the part of me putting it all back together, but it's basically the same thing, just vice versa, you know, the opposite of what we did to take it apart. So what I did is I hooked the lever with the clip, and then I pinned this one, and then I put the adjuster in, which I still have to adjust it, and then this spring, and there's another spring down here at the bottom, which you got to do that one first before you pin this side. It makes it a lot easier. So now that we have it all together, we're going to test fit the drum on there and adjust the adjuster so that it fits snug, so they'll be set up. And then once we get it all together, then we're going to start bleeding the bricks. So we got it on there. I think it's still got a little slack in it though, but now it's kind of snugging up. So now we want to make sure it's full of fluid and everything so we don't run low, because if you run low you'll just suck air back into it and it won't be doing any good. And as you can see, the thermostat's still holding up, not leaking or anything. That's always a plus. Fluid's topped off. Now somebody gets in and pumps the brakes. You know you can do this with one man too, but it's a little difficult. But it's easier with two people. You have somebody pump them and then somebody break the bleeders loose and let the air out. And pumping the brakes, I mean you pump it a few times and you hold pressure. So there wasn't really a lot of air in there. Like, we did it 2 times and then after that it was solid fluid. You didn't hear any air spraying out. So now top the fluid off one more time. Make sure. And then we put the tire back on it and take it down the road and see how it stops. Alright guys, so here we are going for a test drive. And boy is it hot today. Hot in this car, I know that. Well, there's some stopping, yeah.
Tell them if you don't make it, I'll make sure to upload.
If I don't survive this trip, Lisa will upload the video. The vehicle is stopping. See, we're stopping, yep. We'll see if it pulls a certain direction. One side's catching before the other. Woo. Seems good to me. Well guys, there you have it. Got a new wheel cylinder put on there. Brakes are going good. It's not leaking. We ain't got to keep buying bottles of brake fluid. I think he went through about 100 bottles last month. That stuff's not cheap. Get it at the store and look at the price. Well, if you liked the video, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I need followers, people to subscribe to my channel. That way we can get built up and other people can know how to work on cars. Make sure you turn on that bell so we have post notifications. That way you never miss a video. And I'll see you next time. Bye.